Picture this. You wake up in the morning, your bed senses this and sends your sleep tracking data to a fitness app, while simultaneously your coffee starts brewing. You get up and brush your teeth, glancing at your mirror to see the weather and latest headlines. Alexa knows that you have a 10 a.m. meeting and that it's a little chilly outside, and it's picked out an optimized business casual warm outfit brought to the front of your wardrobe by mechanized hangers. By the time you're dressed, your breakfast is heated and your coffee is ready. You walk out the door, locking it behind you with a flick of your wrist to the driverless car scheduled for you by Alexa. This is Amazon's and many other big tech corporations' vision for citizens of cities of the future. Amazon is without a doubt the mega corporation from Silicon Valley with a foothold in most sectors of people's lives. Jeff Bezos' megalithic creation, grown from a simple book lender, now sells people houses, operates autonomous, completely self-serving grocery stores, has its own airline, and its own space exploration company rivaling SpaceX. Amazon has a speaker in your house that gives you ads based on conversations and interests. As if oblivious to the ethical concerns of the already astonishing levels of invasive data collection, Amazon has shown signs of wanting to push forward, multiplying the ways it connects us to our increasingly autonomous future. So, what would life in Amazon's vision of the ideal future look like? Well, for one thing, in Amazon's ideal world, you'd need to get used to a lot more drones. Like way more drones. Recent Amazon patents have revealed the company's interest in putting drone recharging stations and Amazon package drop-offs in all varieties of city infrastructure, from light posts to cell towers, even church steeples. These recharge stations would service Amazon's conceptual package drop-off fleet, dubbed Amazon Air, different from their airline, Prime Air. One particularly intriguing design features a lock-in docking station where drones perch above the streetlight to recharge. Through the curvature of the streetlight, there's a passage for an Amazon package. The drone coming in will deliver the package, which is guided down to the base of the streetlight/recharging station, where it's deposited in a secure locker at street level, where consumers can then retrieve it. Though the fleet was recently approved by the Federal Aviation Administration, the implementation of charging stations is still a ways off, and to our knowledge, hasn't even been seriously proposed as of yet. This doesn't necessarily mean you won't soon have a buzzing autonomous delivery drone fleet carrying your Amazon textbooks, Christmas gifts, and work-from-home gear overhead in the near future. Amazon has also floated the idea of a blimp acting as a flying drone hub, an Amazon distribution center. The blimp would glide over part of a city and dispense delivery drones, which would then hone in on the intended address and deliver a package before returning to restock and recharge in the blimp hub as it makes its way to a new section of the city. The design was patented in 2013 and again in 2016. However, there is no indication it's under production or even being discussed as nearing production. If you're scratching your head right now, seemingly remembering a video of this actual blimp really flying and dispensing drones, it's most likely because you saw a viral video based on these patents but fully computer generated, meant as an April Fool's Day prank by a Japanese Twitter user. Cars have also apparently been on Amazon's mind, as made apparent by its acquisition of self-driving taxi startup Zoox. Zoox is in the process of developing an autonomous, Uber-like ride-hailing service that doesn't have any human drivers. Zoox is built around a bi-directional vehicle developed to blend seamlessly with city traffic. Its design places emphasis on both ends of the car being identical, therefore lacking a front and a back end. This eventually will allow the autonomous rideshares to navigate city streets without needing complex maneuvers like three-point turns and U-turns. Amazon's interest in self-driving cars absolutely plays into its concept of the city of the future. An Amazon-owned Uber, which doesn't have to worry about paying drivers, would be extremely profitable for the corporation, as well as encourage integration with Amazon devices like Alexa. Amazon has made a habit out of buying startups. Alexa herself was actually the product of an AI startup Amazon purchased years ago. Her original name was Evie, developed by a one-man team working out of a garage. Amazon has integrated Alexa with the home via smart speakers and TVs, and its recent acquisition of Ecobee, a smart home hardware developer and manufacturer, looks as though the company is ready to push Alexa into your outlets, light bulbs, security cameras, coffee makers, and door locks. There are already third-party services which integrate all of the aforementioned into Alexa's smart home ecosystem, and it's only a matter of time before Amazon's first-party companies take asking Alexa to make your coffee mainstream the way Philips Hue made asking Alexa to turn off your lights mainstream. Another interesting startup that may soon factor into Amazon's picture of the future is Thalmic Labs, which makes an armband that reads the electric currents in the wearer's upper arm muscles and then uses them to interface with electronic devices. This will someday be able to control everything from phones and laptops to bionic limbs, giving amputees a near-seamless prosthetic limb interface. This tech may also be sewn into clothing eventually, not unlike Google's parent company, Alphabet's Project Jacquard, which has made jackets that can control certain aspects of cell phones. Amazon has also started selling tiny houses which come prefabricated and are assembly ready. The building process takes just a few days. Arguably, Amazon's most important acquisition has been the health grocery company Whole Foods. This is a notable standout in Amazon's pattern of picking up businesses in that it's a grocery store, which one would think has nothing to do with tech. Amazon may disagree. Its incorporation of Prime members' benefits into brick-and-mortar grocery stores for the first time blends Amazon's digital presence into the real world in a practical, tangible way for many shoppers for the first time. In a similar vein, we find Amazon's completely cashierless convenience store, where you can simply walk in, pick the item you need right off the shelf, and walk back out. The system works by tracking customer selections through cameras and machine learning AI to determine when someone walks out of the store and what items they're taking with them. The AI then charges their account via the store's companion app, matching shoppers and app accounts with a combination of barcodes and facial recognition. The whole system works surprisingly well, and the end result is a shopping experience completely free of lines, long waits, or any close quarters human contact, perfect for the pandemic. The chain, branded Amazon Go Grocery, is opening new branches all over the country, currently sitting at 25 locations. There has even been talk of this system being merged with Whole Foods. If future cities were to implement these systems, it could cut down on untold hours of annoying lines, as well as usher in vast privacy concerns. Amazon may well get a chance to test its vision for the future soon, too. Its now infamous HQ2 contest in 2018 finally settled on Arlington, Virginia as its future site. The city has already given Amazon a huge degree of control over the process in exchange for the multi-billion-dollar company taking on some of the city's expected upcoming costs. Recently, Amazon's concept art of the actual headquarters 2 building has been released. Some liken it to a glass mountain, while others say it looks like a poop emoji covered in trees. Either way you look at it, it does look like the e-commerce monolith will have a tidy little playground to test out its wildest ideas for the future of city living in an actual city. As we've discussed, Amazon really does have a plan to inject a little bit of technology in every aspect of daily life, whether it be getting around a city, how you pick up packages, how you shop, or what you wear. The privacy concerns and ethical implications which come with all of this interconnected data going to the second richest company in human history, richer than many of the governments on Earth, is something the company will eventually have to grapple with. Still, it doesn't seem that these concerns can actually stop the company from implementing any of its plans. Whether you believe Amazon's city of the future is a paradise or a dystopia, the future could be much closer than we think.